Is it finally possible to get near DisplayPort VR quality completely wireless? With SteamLink 2.0 now in beta for the Play for Dream MR, we might be looking at the most exciting leap in PCVR streaming yet. The Play for Dream MR has already blown us away with its stunning Micro OLED visuals, 8K resolution, Wi-Fi 7 speeds and full colour pass-through. But with this new update, it's not just a standalone or MR headset anymore. It's becoming a serious PC VR contender. And if you're into sim racing like me, you know only one thing matters. Above all else, low latency and total immersion. So today we're putting SteamLink 2.0 to the test with Assetto Corsa running the pure graphical overhaul and Automobilista 2 with the new Classic Endurance DLC. And now the Valve frame has finally been released, the specs are far from impressive. But the Play for Dream is available right now, and the specification blows the frame right out of the picture. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more cutting edge VR content, and let's see if the Play for Dream MR can truly deliver wireless PC VR at DisplayPort quality.
Play for Dream.
So a quick shout out to Play for Dream, who've given Next Level Sim Gaming viewers an exclusive discount on the MR headset and all Dream XR accessories. You'll find the link in the description below and use my code NEXTLEVEL to grab yourself a fantastic discount. And a huge thank you to INU for sending over their high-speed pass-through USB-C link cable. I've been using it in all my testing and it's been rock solid. Links for that also are down below if you want to grab one for yourself. Alright, let's kick things off with Assetto Corsa running the pure graphical overhaul modification. So I'm an absolute glutton for punishment because I thought we would try Assetto Corsa using the pure mod in heavy rain on the Nürburgring with graphics absolutely maxed out, and we are also using some other modified vehicles as well. So we have a whole host of other BMWs on the track as well, as you can see here. And this is using Wi-Fi technology, so we've got Wi-Fi 6E and we have the SteamLink 2.0 beta, the same one that we used in Cyberpunk 2077 in the previous Play for Dream MR video that I did. And I said to Play for Dream, I said, what I'm going to do next time, we're going to try some sim racing and see what it's like. And what a absolute crippling title to punish the Play for Dream with, to test SteamLink 2.0. So how's it doing? Well, I cannot believe that this is not direct DisplayPort because I'm getting no frame drops. I've got maximum particles on screen here, as you can see. I can't even see where I'm going, the rain is so heavy on this, and as this BMW overtakes me on the left hand side here, taking advantage of that lack of visibility. But guys, this is incredible, it really is. I cannot believe but this is running over SteamLink 2.0. This is direct DisplayPort quality and everything is ultra responsive, as you can see. You know, if I was to do that left right movement, rapid movement, normally there'd be a lot of artifacts and a lot of jittering going on, which is why generally wireless technology is not great in sim racing titles. I've also tested this in a number of other titles as well, so I'm going to be showing you Automobilista 2 as well in this video, and we're going to be looking at the new Endurance Classic pack in that. And I actually played that same title as well on the Quest 3 using Virtual Desktop, and it was a janky mess at times. It was generally okay, you know, it actually does run quite well. It's actually a very well optimized PC VR title. But the Play for Dream, and I still say it's like a Quest 3 on steroids, this headset. But The steroids it's taking, you know, wipe the floor with the Quest 3. They really do. Not only have we got absolute flawless wireless connectivity, and remember, not only is this Wi-Fi 6E capable, it's also Wi-Fi 7 capable as well. I don't unfortunately have a Wi-Fi 7 router to be able to test that, but I don't need it because in Wi-Fi 6E, as you can see, we're getting incredible results here. So how I've got this set up is I've actually got the PC connected directly to the router, which is a Asus 7800 AXE router, and it's Wi-Fi 6E as already mentioned, and then I've simply got the Play for Dream MR connected via Wi-Fi 6E directly to that router. And I'm absolutely blown away by this, guys, I really am. Now I actually have the privilege of using a lot of direct display ports, high-end VR headsets, and you know, this is keeping up with them in every respect, because not only have we got amazing performance over Wi-Fi connectivity, and I still can't get my head around, but I said it in my Cyberpunk video, exactly the same thing. You know, I can't believe that we are using, you know, wireless technology to achieve this. But in sim racing, it's a bit of a different kettle of fish really, because it relies so much on instantaneous response, and what we're getting here is that instantaneous response. But there's no drop in visual quality with that as well. What we're getting is the same visual quality, and in some ways better, because we've got the amazing Micro OLED panels in this, and the blacks are deep and dark, the colours absolutely pop, like the lights on this BMW in front of me here, this M3, you know, they are just popping, even like down to the actual number plate and the actual country origin section of the number plate in front. Everything is just incredible. Even looking up at the sky, you know, it looks ultra realistic. Now, of course, in sim racing as well, it's equally important to be able to see the detail. You know, as we're approaching the apexes here, we need to be able to see that fine detail to make sure that we're hitting those apexes correctly. And we're getting that. But more importantly, is that instantaneous response. If I move my head left to right there is no drop frames, everything is just instantaneous, and to be getting at this point in time 87, 88 FPS, looking down at the FPS VR information just below me there, and we'll look at that obviously at the end of this particular title, you know, it's incredible. We're getting all of the amazing weather effects looking up. Again, you know, we're getting the sun starting to shine through at parts here, and we're obviously getting the reflectivity of that on the rain particles on the windscreen, as you can see there, as we head into a bit of a darker section here. But the stream of rain that's coming from behind that vehicle in front there, and the breaks in the clouds just up there, you know, everything looks absolutely incredible, it really does, and this is just absolutely addictive. It is absolutely addictive. I actually have played round on the Nürburgring a few times before even just shooting the recorded section here, because I'm actually enjoying this so much. Now, the elephant in the room with the Play for Dream MR, as I've already said previously, is the fact that the battery life, unfortunately, in this headset isn't the best. So thanks to Inu, who've actually also provided, for the sake of this video, a pass-through charging cable. Having seen the previous video, said, would you like to try our pass-through charging cable? And I've got to say that it's absolutely fantastic. Now, the pass-through charging cable works exactly the same way as another pass-through charging cable I've shown you previously, and it basically works by just connecting to any USB port on the computer. It's not doing anything with connectivity to the headset, but there's also a separate input on that charging cable, which is for the power adapter that comes with the Play for Dream, the charging adapter. Now that plugs into the pass-through charging cable. That's then hooked up to the side here, and you can see I've obviously got that actually just fed through the left-hand side of the headset into the charging adapter there. And it's incredibly lightweight and flexible, this pass-through charging cable. But what it allows me to do, it allows me to have extended gameplay sessions now without having to worry about battery life. So essentially it's almost become a direct display ports PCVR headset in terms of quality, but also the same benefits that you have with a direct display ports PCVR headset by not having to worry about battery life. We've now got the same benefit with this as well. That was my biggest detractor of a Play for Dream initially, but you know, that's absolutely sorted now. And if you want a discount on one of these INEU fantastic pass-through charging cables, there's links in the video description as well to be able to get one of those. But also, Play for Dream also provide a large range of accessories now as well. It's getting better and better with this headset. You know, this is a headset that's come from nowhere and delivers so much, and these guys are absolutely starting now to listen. They're starting now to realise, you know, we've now got the European facial interface, because it was also comfort that was also mentioned as being an issue initially with the Play for Dream MR. Now, thank you again to Studioform, who have sent the Apache Top Comfort Strap. I also have one of these on my Pimax Crystal Super as well. And this makes a tremendous difference for comfort in the Play for Dream MR as well, in the same way it does on the Pimax Super, because it's taken the actual weight off this actual facial interface at the front. Now, one of the biggest issues not only I but many other YouTubers have had with the Play for Dream MR is the fact that the actual facial interface is really designed not for European faces, and therefore digs in a little, but the actual top strap provided by Studioform completely alleviates that issue, and I'm finding this very comfortable to wear now. It's not pressing into my face at the front there, it's taken the weight off completely. So again, all of those initial criticisms of the headset are now gone, thanks to a couple of simple accessories that completely transform this. And of course there are many more, and more coming out day by day for the Play for Dream MR. And I'll say it again, so if you're looking for a wireless PCVR headset, now this is a mixed reality headset and does so much more. There's far more that this headset does than I would really cover on this channel, because I tend to focus on PCVR as opposed to mixed reality uses. So of course the Play for Dream has a lot of other benefits as well, such as cinema and all the other different things that I don't tend to do, although quite happy to obviously give you a brief overview of those. But for PC VR sim racing in the wireless capacity, at the moment there is no better headset out there to do that. And if you are wanting a wireless experience for sim racing, then I think you cannot go wrong with this. It's liberating in the respect it's lightweight, it's wireless, and for some people that's very important, because I still do firmly believe that the other direct display port headsets on the market are better in sim racing for other reasons, but for a wireless solution, if that's important to you as mentioned, then this is the best option at the moment for that. And as already said, if you're wanting this for standalone facilities as well, it also has a Play for Dream store as well, where you can get a number of actual standalone titles as well. And also, let's not forget, as well as Steam Link 2.0, it's also got Virtual Desktop, which is obviously very well known. Now, the thing with Steam Link 2.0, even though it's not actually available in the Play for Dream store at the moment, Play for Dream will be obviously releasing that, obviously when I presume Steam have actually announced it's finished and ready for release, and that is obviously free. At the moment, Virtual Desktop is a chargeable application. I'm not actually too sure how much it actually is on the Play for Dream MR, but on the Quest 3 it's around sort of £15 in UK money. I would imagine it's probably the same for that. So this is Assetto Corsa, this is Pure, this is the Nürburgring Nordschleife, and I've just done a lap there. Not competitive, obviously it's very difficult to do a competitive lap in these sort of conditions, but you know, that was absolutely incredible. And you know, just looking up at the clouds here and looking at these weather conditions and just looking around, you know, everything is super detailed, and we're hitting 90 FPS at that point just there. I'll actually show you a performance graph on screen at the end so you can actually see what we're actually getting in reality. So even with the heavy modifications and the pure graphical overhaul, Steam Link 2.0 stayed silky smooth, averaging over 85 FPS in 90Hz mode. The dynamic foveated transport is genuinely impressive, and the area you're looking at stays crystal clear and razor sharp, while the rest of the image subtly scales back to save bandwidth. It feels almost like a native wired connection, and there's virtually no latency, and the clarity when you focus on the apexes or distant details is just outstanding. But let's push things even further, because Automobilista 2 with the new Classic Endurance DLC is one of the most demanding sim racing experiences you can run in VR. So this time we are in Automobilista 2, and this is the Classic Endurance DLC, and this was launched around a week ago now, and we're in the Audi R8 LMP1, which is an open top hypercar here, and this is just absolutely incredible, guys. Really is absolutely amazing. Now, I actually played this on the Quest 3 a couple of nights ago, and it was using virtual desktop, and it was exactly the same vehicle, exactly the same track, exactly the same environment, and this is next level VR that we have here now. Now, the Micro OLED lenses in the Play for Dream MR just make this game just look desktop quality, but beyond desktop quality. The blacks are deep black, the colours are absolutely popping like I've never seen before, and now Automobilista 2 is an absolutely fantastic looking title. I would say it's a little bit cartoony in some ways actually compared to some other sim racers, but it looks incredible is the only word I can use for it. The other thing to mention as well is the actual direct display port. I always said was a prerequisite in sim racing. Now we're actually at a time now, thanks to Wi-Fi 6E and also thanks to this incredible software that we now have. We have this Steam Link 2.0, and obviously virtual desktop as well deserves a mention because it's still fantastic, with a new monster mode as well, which is exclusive, or was exclusive, to the Play for Dream. But I think Steam Link 2 has the absolute edge because I'm getting an absolute silky smooth experience here. I can see the detail down to the finest detail. I can see all the detail on these vehicles. I can see every detail on the corners, the apexes. Everything is absolutely fantastic. Now we've got a lot of vehicles on track here, as you can see. This is a highly detailed track as well. And the great thing about this, again, is that it's silky smooth. I've got 90 FPS at 90 Hz, as I'll demonstrate at the end of this section of the video. And there's nothing to complain about here, guys, there really isn't. Now let's talk as well about comfort. So, comfort on the Play for Dream was a big issue for me when I got this headset, probably about a couple of months ago now actually. And I've still got the same facial interface. There is another one available which is a European interface, so Play for Dream have listened and have provided that now in their store. But thankfully my friends at Studio Form actually sent out this top strap. You know, they obviously saw I had the Play for Dream and provided this as well. And previously this facial interface would dig in. I had to have the actual uniband, so it's a uniband design, a bit like the actual original Quest Pro, and it kept sliding down basically, and I had to have it clamped on quite tight, which would then make this facial interface clamp on quite tight as well, and I basically removed it. It's almost like a scuba mask type effect, and it had been digging in quite painful after even not too long of wearing it. Now there's no issue. I've actually been playing this tonight, and this is completely true, for around 3 hours because I've been absolutely loving the experience. Now also as well, I've got to say about charging again, and I'll mention it again. INEU, who reached out and said, would you like us to send you our pass-through charging cable? And this is fantastic quality, it really is. It's ultra lightweight. I was playing Assetto Corsa last night and took off the headset and it was on 100% using pass-through charging. Tonight I've been playing around 3 hours and really enjoying the experience again, and again 3 hours 100%, absolutely no issues. So there's both of the issues out of the way with what was wrong with the Play for Dream, so now it's essentially perfect for the sake of 2 small accessories. Now there's a lot more in terms of accessories that are available from Play for Dream's own store, and the links are in the video description to that as well, so you can check those accessories out. But thank you again to Studio Form and to INEU for providing these accessories that have made this experience absolutely fantastic. The only detractor I've got to say about the Play for Dream MR, because I do think this is an absolutely incredible experience in sim racing, and if the question is, as what this video was asking, is the Play for Dream good in sim racing? Well, yes, the answer is yes. As you can see clearly, it definitely is. The only detractor that may be an issue for people is you have those 2 types of sim racers. You have people who want desktop quality visuals and wide field of views. Well, you neither very rarely get both, with perhaps the exception of obviously the Pimax Super Ultra Wide, in which you've got both really. But in this, The field of view is narrow, so it's a little bit like a cardboard tube type effect, but I'm quite happy to sacrifice that for these amazing visuals, and it's very much the same as the Pimax Super 57 PPD, which was my previous video, in that, again, absolutely stunning visuals. This is a little bit different because it's Micro OLED rather than QLED, and I haven't had the opportunity to try the Pimax Micro OLED yet, and obviously we've then got the elephant in the room, which is obviously the Pimax Dream Air coming soon as well, which I'm very much looking forward to testing as well. But let's just leave it here. At the moment, there is no better wireless PCVR headset for sim racing than the Play for Dream MR, and I'm quite confident to be able to say that. Once again, Steam Link 2.0 delivers. Performance was rock solid, visuals were clean, and the motion to photon latency stayed low even during intensive race conditions. And remember, Steam Link 2.0 is designed primarily for Valve's upcoming Steam frame. But the Play for Dream MR easily outclasses that hardware on specifications alone. So you're getting 3840 by 3552 per eye Micro OLED panels versus the Steam frame's reported 2160 by 2160. Plus you've got full colour pass-through, also IPD adjustment, and one of the best mixed reality experiences I've ever seen. This is a headset that feels genuinely next gen. In sim racing, milliseconds matter, and the Play for Dream MR paired with Steam Link 2.0 nails that responsive crystal clear experience that we've been waiting for. The sense of speed, depth and immersion is phenomenal. And for the first time, wireless VR feels like a truly viable option. If you're thinking about going wireless for your setup, let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I always love hearing your feedback. There are more Play for Dream videos linked right here on screen, check those out next. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss what's coming next. Until next time, take care and I'll see you on the track.